Hello and welcome. I'm your host, Elizibar. We're going to talk about Executive Assistant Iris, Aspen Visions, The Midst of Chaos. I feel like this isn't the book I was sold. So, we get lots of this ancient Chinese combat action. It's pretty good. I'm not going to knock any of this, except maybe some of the art. It feels like Donnie Tran went fast. Because look at the backgrounds, or the lacks thereof, in a lot of these shots right here. Like this page. There's some hinted buildings. I did like this panel a lot. With the action lines closing in on the eyeball. I thought that was spectacular. But then like this shot. You're standing next to some buildings here. If this camera is located like this, kind of looking at their faces, see? Then we should see this structure back here, at least framing behind him, maybe depending on the angle, all the way over like this. And this is the kind of stuff you do when you don't have time. You're trying to rush through because you got deadlines. Hey, Dissension 5, January 16th. Can't wait. You know, I think they do these interiors like this just so they can draw big flat expanses. Most places don't have walls that are that bare. And, like, why are they always fighting against the sunset? Like, every time they have a battle, it's a sunset. Also, something about this guy, the way he's drawn bothers me, and I don't know what it is. It's like a little too photorealistic or something. I'm not 100% sure, but I sure don't like it, darn it. There's lots of great fighting. She kills that dragon. It's totally cool. And she realizes something's wrong. You know, how long have we been doing this? And it comes up after this little butterfly flutters by. And we kind of got a hint of this earlier, but boy, we really get it here. She wakes up in some kind of hospital. She's probably like held prisoner or whatever, and they got her in a dream state. I'm pretty sure that's Fathom. And from that experience, she goes to what is literally the end of the world. And so the next issue is the Fathom one, which, oh, that looks absolutely gorgeous, doesn't it? So I'm definitely looking forward to picking that up and reading it in a month. But yeah. It's fine. The art feels a little rushed. Sometimes, mostly you see that in the backgrounds. The characters are usually fine. Some of the coloring kind of bothers me. I'm looking at this. I can't really tell where the light's necessarily coming from on her face. And the gradations is maybe a little too fine. Because if you look at some of these other pages, the gradations are a little stronger. They're a little more defined in places. Or maybe it's more shadowed. I don't know. Some of the coloring doesn't sit entirely right with me, and I can't put it into words because I don't know the right words to use. But boy, the fighting is good. And she's clever. Like, it's not just, oh, look how bad I am as I, leap in and kill 15 guys or something. There's some of that kind of stuff, because she kills a dragon with her sword, and it's pretty awesome. But here she's just straight up outsmarting these dudes. Did I show you the next page? Oh, there's that little butterfly. I didn't even notice it the first time. Let me show you that next page, where she blows up the town and kills all those guys. Oh, it's so good. Yeah, I guess here's what I'm talking about with the shadowing. Like, the shadow is much stronger here than it is in other places. And yeah, I did show you this page because it had the cool eye. Oh my god, I can't even flip pages, man. That's how much my shoulder hurts. And maybe it just looks that way over here because this is brighter. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's my problem with the art is the light source is hard to define because the light source is hard to define. Okay, never mind. I guess I don't really have a problem with the coloring. The problem existed only in my own mind. I just talked myself out of my criticism. I think the art's a little rushed. And the dialogue, the lettering, not the dialogue, the lettering. Where's the page I'm looking for? Sorry, I'm holding the book up like this so you can't, or so I'm not showing too many pages. I know this is really boring to look at. There was one place they were talking about the Hun leader, and I had to read it several times. And just put this down here for a second so you get something to look at that's interesting. All right, concentrate on the image you just saw. And they're talking about like his magic gem that lets him control dragons, and it's like, or that's how the story goes. And the font choice wasn't great. And I cannot find that bubble now. I mean, that's just how it is, huh? I mean, sometimes you just can't find a text bubble when you're looking for it. Oops, I didn't mean to hit that. Sorry. They spill their blood, they spill ours. Oh, here it is. Here it is. The heart gives Nestor power over the creatures, or 50, the story's 60. That's how I read it the first time. Right here. Kind of an unfortunate choice of font, because I totally read that as numbers. And I was like, wait, what? And I had to go back and read that a couple times. Yeah, it's interesting. This is a very interesting book. I don't necessarily know that I like it, but I think that's because I was expecting something different than what I got. Because I was expecting like something straight, like because this was kind of advertised as, oh, we're going back into taking our characters back into the past, and really it's like a VR simulation and not actually the past. And I think I feel a little cheated by that because I was looking forward to, you know, like I don't know, Mulan or something like. We're just going to go kill the big bad and save ancient China and all that good stuff. And that's clearly not what's happening here. And I've been talking for way longer than I intended to about this book. I think it's definitely worth picking up. Blake Northcott's writing is good. The art's generally good. The coloring's generally good. The lettering, except for that one little niggling thing I found, was good. It's just not what I expected. And if I had been expecting something a little different, maybe I wouldn't have the slight sense of disappointment that I feel for what is otherwise a pretty good read. I'll see you next time. How many covers were there of this? Was there just the one? Because this is the only cover I saw. Now it says cover A, so there's probably another cover out there. I wonder what it looks like. I'll never know. I'll never know. Bye-bye.